Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are not playing Hermit Hunters, and obviously we're playing Minecraft, but today instead we are going to be doing some note blocks. I recently watched the DanTDM episode, link in the description, about how he messed around with some note blocks, and I just got inspired to do it, so let's just jump into the video. Now, before we get started, I just want to go through all the sounds that all these blocks make underneath whenever they're underneath note blocks. Wood makes a double bass sound, like that. Sand or gravel makes a snare drum sound, kind of like this. The glass makes a clicking sound, so some rhythm stuff. The stone makes the bass drum sound. And gold makes a bell sound. The clay makes a flute sound. Packed ice, specifically packed ice, makes this chime sound. Wool, and it doesn't matter what color wool, it just has to be wool. Makes guitar sound. There's xylophone 1 is made by bone blocks. That's what this sounds like. And then iron blocks make a different xylophone noise, like this. Soul sand makes a cowbell sound. Pumpkins make a didgeridoo sound. Emerald blocks make this bit sound. It's sort of really futuristic. Whatchamacallit? Hay bales make a banjo sound, so it's like put together like on a farm. Glowstone blocks make a pling sound. And any block, it doesn't just have to be dirt, but any block that aren't these make just a harp sound. So that's like the normal one. If you want to know any other stuff about specs about note blocks, there'll be the wiki page link down in the description. This is where I found all of this out. Anywho, I just want to kind of start making a song, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay guys, so I think I have the first bit of percussion done. This is what I have so far. So this is what the bass sounds like all by itself. So nice bum, 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 bum. And that's using the stone with the bass drum. And this is what the snare drum using the sand sounds like. So it's a nice little bit of syncopation. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of a lower harmony in. Okay, I got a little bit of a melody in too. It's not really even a melody, it's just the bass line. I used the didgeridoo and then the bass guitar. So this is what the didgeridoo sounds like. So fairly simple bass line. And then this is what the bass guitar sounds like. So it doesn't sound too good, but whenever they're together, it sounds pretty good. Oops. So whenever they're together, it sounds pretty cool. So I'm gonna try that all together with the percussion as well, real quick, and see what that sounds like. Sounds really cool. And they all end off on the same note. I've been keeping track of the ticks on the repeaters, and they've all end on the same note. So now it's time to head in to some lower melodies. So I'm probably going to use the flute. Let's get rid of some of this. The flute, so the clay. I will use this xylophone, the iron xylophone, and yeah, that's it. So I'll use those two and make something and get something put together. Okay, so I got some of the lower melody in, and this is what it sounds like so far. Here we go. I think it sounds pretty cool. So, that's what it all sounds like, and this is what just this sounds like. The new part that I just put in. So here's the flute. And then here is the xylophone one. So I think it sounds pretty cool. So now I'm gonna move on to a melody using, what should I use? I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna use the harp, but I think I will use the guitar, guitar, and banjo. Yeah, I'll use those for now. And I'll add on a new part and come back to you guys. Okay guys, I think I have the next part ready to go. It's I think this is the lower melody now, or it's the regular melody. So this is what it sounds like, so this is what just the, what was that, just the banjo sounded like. This is just what the banjo sounds like. Pretty cool. And then this is what the guitar sounds like. I had a little bit of trouble with the guitar, but I think I finally have it. And then this is what it sounds like together. So whenever I have these pairs, I kind of like to keep the same timings in, but spread all throughout. There are a few different timings here and there for a little bit of syncopation. So let's just go ahead and hear everything together. The button can go there. All this redstone. Let's see. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. Let's do that again. Okay, now the final one, I'm going to maybe use the bell. Maybe use the chime. And then I wanted to use the bit. So, I'll just see what, out of all three of those, I might use all three, but I'll just see what all I can do. Okay, so remember when I was talking about syncopation? This is what I was talking about. So that's what that sounds like together. It's the chime and the bell. So now let's listen to it separately. Here's the chime. So fairly straightforward, not very much syncopation, but this one, the bell, is where I added in the syncopation. So this is what the bell sounds like. And again, they all have the same amount of ticks in the repeater total, so they all should end on the same one. So now let's add it all together. Now we might have too long of a redstone line by now, so I'll just see how far it can go. Something didn't quite sound right. Let's just hear that one more time. I'm just gonna try these last 4 lines together. I think it might just be down here. This right here is where it is. Okay. Let's try that. Just changing it just a little bit. Those two might be the same one. Let's see. Yeah, those are the same ones. Okay. Maybe I should change... I'll change this one to... Let's do that one. just for the record, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just messing around. But I do play a few instruments in real life, so I can kind of tell if things sound okay or not. That sounds better. Let's see what this sound, just these last two lines that we just messed with. See about that. That is sounding a lot better. Thank you for being broken. So now let's try the whole line together again. Didn't mean to break that. Sounds so much better, especially at the end. I think, where is it? It's, this one right here is what is really sounding good with the melody up there. Okay, guys, I have effectively copied it over, as you can see. And a cool fact that I actually just figured out is that if you do the F3 screen and you point it at a note block, right over here, right there it tells you how many times you've hit it. So it's pretty cool. It was a good tool to use whenever I copied all the stuff over. So now let's listen to it. And it's pretty cool. So, yeah. I think this is finished, maybe? I might add a little bit more on a different episode, but this project is done. Today's video is done, because that's all the time I'm gonna have for today. If you liked the video, obviously leave a like, and if you really like the video, please consider subscribing. Anyhow, this is Micro79, done.